this year, hasn't it? And we're seeing those boys come up and do well in motoGP.
You got to watch out. Yeah, we know this free practice 4 is always kind of a race setup. Get your final setting going.
Boom. Sorry, that was me, by the way. That's my
Just in case you didn't know that already back at home.
It wasn't to be, but it's you know, KTM's loss is Aprilia's gain, and like you said. But even if they don't, he's got 5 opportunities, plus he's got lots of testing. Great signing, really pleased for him. And he's
World Championships in Spain because they've got junior teams out there.
Yeah, not even World Superbikes,
not even
for example.
Exactly right. Not even look at BSB. They don't look at, well, they don't look at AMA just because nothing much is going on there, but it will be in future. See how that worked for the first time around this 2.6 mile Misano circuit. It's the kind of week for the first time this year, the only rider to have qualified straight through to qualifying 2.
If you think about it, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is. It is
impressive.
And the only reason I suspect that Yannone has gone straight through to qualified 2 because he's. I think the Aprilias have got something new.
I'm laughing every time. I feel like every other weekend I hear that they've got a new model.
But what's been wheeled out here just next door is Paul Espargaro's new fairing. And you can see the wings on here. The customer to get these wings on has meant there's more wind buffets. And Paul Espargaro's making a return here from his...
Hey, finally, how long did that take, Colin? It's not that far.
Man, I'm sweating over here. I had to take my hat off.
I can smell alcohol. You can stop at the bar on the way.
You really dear way carrying on as I hold my breath. Cal Crutchlow, if you remember in FP1 yesterday, was the same thing about it yesterday.
Just kind of start off on the right foot. Hey, real quick, can I bring your attention? Marquez got a hard...
Jumps on a MotoGP bike, an old one, and
he's still in this paddock, he's still racing MotoGP, and you know the beauty, the best thing of his interview yesterday when he was explaining his deal with...
Jorge Lorenzo was finished a short while ago.
I did. What?
Hey, medium front real quick.
It's the doctor. Here comes the man that wants to destroy the doctor and everyone else. Lorenzo, 1:32.7. I wonder, yeah, because that could go over in a practice session, couldn't it? Go over in a warm-up. You wouldn't put it out for warm-up. You put it in on a Sunday. You put it that you have not yet tried so much of this week. And wrinkles in the
back were really positive. This is a track that Valentino trains on. I know he knows all the tracks. He knows all the bumps.
Line load the bike and especially change the tire now. And still...
Time to shoot, it just works perfect, doesn't it? Because we got the answers we wanted. Because at first he was trying to...
Well, I'm not sure we did.
No, but we were trying to project...
Within a second, the top man Viñales at the moment.
Rossi's just gone 0.2 off the quickest on his third crash of the weekend.
Yeah, he really is.
And he's not a crasher, is he? You know, you would say... Do you know what? Sometimes when he... And again, foot off there. Did you see that with Valentino?
Yeah, he's putting a lot of effort in.
It's a new style. Heads up, Morbidelli got pushed out the top 10 earlier on, which is a bit of a shame because his qualification, he was looking really good on that sort of C club.
14, yeah, 14, you're right.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like 14, bottom gear corner.
Easy to do.
Yeah, just as he opened the throttle, just tapped it in.
Got on the throttle early though.
Didn't all.
You could see him using the throttle there, Cal. It was very early, and that was trying to do that handbrake turn thing.
Marquez will let him stay there.
Well, we're coming up on his dashboard. Who's there? That's for certain. They'll be
right now. That's it, is it?
Yeah.
It
Psychological warfare.
Sorry, not from yesterday. This is from the Thursday press
conference. Later in the day, we've already had Moto 3. Maverick Viñales happy with his...
But elations... Sorry, Colin.
No, I'm just sitting 19.
19?
When you were teammates with Hasil Spargo, chuck that new electronic package on there.
Well, we're seeing some great times out there. And who would you expect to go through here, Colin?
You know what?
I'm willing anything away, but we've not seen him this year, though, have we?
No.
And he's won a race every single year of his career.
I know, and if he's going to...
That all-important Q2 for the front 4 rows. Neil is in the comm box with Keith.
The fact that he has qualified straight through to qualifying 2. He's the only man, or was the only man,
who's still very, very fast.
And determined,
and he's had some finishes, 2 or 3 finishes.
I don't know whether he's put it out on Twitter, but I'm sure he will. It was quite a room.
What a room, and I ended up with Stig of the Dumps.
They're going to do it, in my view. Abraham up there.
It's more like it. Look at that, 32.6.
Hello, maybe he can put one lap together. But no yellow flags. Where's that going to put Pedrosa? right there. 32.4, that's getting a bit more like it. So, Danny, to be wrong, and it be Morbidelli that proved us wrong, because he was there or thereabouts yesterday in free practice.
Only on Ian only being fast through that section.
You really would. Look at Pedrosa.
Oh, he made up some time. Wow,
Yeah.
he did make up some time.
Fourth sector he did.
Yeah.
Danny Pedrosa then, 32.4 it was, 32.499. What's it now? 32.389. Brilliant at Silverstone. I had the privilege of doing the interviews up there on Friday night, and I've got to say, Danny Pedrosa had a funny weekend. He's had 2 offs.
3, I think.
3, is it?
Yeah, I do. I think it's 3, Keith. Incredible.
Comes out behind him, Stefan Bradl, the wild card on bike 6 on the HRC liveried wild card. We go back to Elacius.
And you paid as a test rider. You know your number 1 job in the race is always to finish, because you usually testing something. Impressive was on a pole lap, and he
if Morbidelli manages to pull this off, as I said earlier on, I'd be the first match to the line.
Steer
What's it going to do for him?
Second.
Oh, good finish. Pedrosa, Morbidelli. And turns, you end up with that one left-hander. Mind you, with the track temperature added. Oh, down has gone Pirro. That's wrecked him.
Big turn. You never know.
You never know. That's just in Stranger Things when you see these Formula 1 car things. Happy man to see that happen, as I'm sure many are at home as well. Morbidelli goes even quicker. What a good lap from Morbidelli
To start his flying lap. In fact, he's behind Danny Pedrosa. Got a great target. Yeah, he's just far enough in front. He won't get any slipstream, but it's someone to chase down.
And the guy that's come in to replace Tito Rabat. And this really is and to carry on, but it wasn't good enough to move him up. You know, a personal best, but not good enough. He misses out 32.
And that was Perro and Bautista. Bautista ended up 5th, as you can see.
So, 5th row.
I saw him pointing to his wrist and his hand when he came in, and he's taken his glove off.
These guys are carrying injuries most of the time.
By the time you've got into 4th gear, which you would do, but this start, you let the clutch out, you go into 2nd, and then you're on the brakes. So you won't
Our sheets again. It would have made him 4th place in the end after free practice, but right now let's go back to
Then sounds like an Italian movie going through to Q2, and it was so good that you popped down to Ghani's.
Yeah, the tyre compounds and the constructions, since it was a one-make tyre rule, have not really suited the small stature.
That could be a little diamond in the rough for 2019.
And maybe another diamond in the rough that we haven't really talked about.
A massive bonus in his salary for looking like he was the better rider of the two.
That's exciting. We're not going to see Andrea Iannone through, unfortunately. Didn't make it through to Q2, but we can catch up with his boss. The fight for the first 4 rows and that all-important pole position. Who's he going to go to?
on Jorge Lorenzo for pole. It was quick in the test. He did a 31.6. So let's see. We sort of saw him riding round a little bit. Well, just riding round, but nice to see him. He's obviously got the adrenaline flowing.
lap record by Jorge Lorenzo in 2016 is a 31.868. We've seen it so many times.
Yes.
Rins over the line, 3rd for him at the moment. Crutchlow only 5th as he warms into it. Lorenzo getting quicker and quicker. Get off the track. He will get this lap then. Goes to the top surely, 31.768. The fastest ever lap of this race, which is a good lap.
But look at the gaps.
Yeah, massive.
Okay, it's massive, isn't it?
Massive lap, the gaps. Actually,
Only did 1 flying lap and came straight in, and I reckon he's going to do the 3-run strategy, because he was first out as soon as it was at the end.
Doing it, the guy who does the helmet painting quite often paints this place and makes it look beautiful, and he really has done a great test in Viñales.
Like, look at Viñales, Keith. He's been fast all weekend, really fast, and he's 0.8.
Soft for Lorenzo. He's back out. Marquez is back out. Medium on the front, soft on the rear. Petrucci, turn 3 now.
So much rear braking to turn 1.
Unreal. He ain't getting any more out of that motorbike.
Well, no, there's only one thing that comes next. Designed for people like him and Rossi and Lorenzo.
Oh, down he goes. Marquez then pushes too hard onto that left-hander.
He's still trying to get across the line. I mean, he's fantastic in here. I mean, but turn 5.
Jack Miller.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
What a time that is for Jack Miller. Who saw that coming? With Marquez got hardly the shot. He wants 1 set of tyres putting in the other bike. That's the kind of thing you just don't do. Look at that. Yeah.
Look, calm
Do you know
down.
what his heart race will be? 120. But we're ticking on every single corner. We talked about it.
We could see it. It was there. We saw the limit, and that's why I mentioned the crash. Setting is to go straight to the limit, not over it.
Incredible stuff.
I can't wait.
Over the line.
The question is now, are we going to see 2 crashes for Marc Marquez?
He's going to get 2 laps going on. How can you cram more into 15 minutes in MotoGP?
And who's he got behind him? Is it
To the absolute limit, and then he found the absolute limit on turn 15. Here comes Dobby. What's he got for us? He had a grab pole back from Jorge Mark. Come on, Mark.
of a second up?
He's going to put it out the park. He wanted that bike with those new tyres on. He didn't want to run. It was 31.629. He gets to the same time he done in testing when they...
He's all right, though. He's in 5th, so he's still on the 2nd row.
2nd row for Cal Crutch. So here's Marquez. It's a bit of an old favourite, but here comes Vinales. Is he going to be able to shove Dobby off that front row? 3-4, in fact. Gigi Delinia. So we've got Lorenzo on pole.